Welcome back to the third and final episode of Whispering Ashes.
Ooh.
How you guys doing? I've had you locked in this cabin in the woods for the past few weeks. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to say I'm fine, but I'd be lying, so I'm just gonna say nothing.
We didn't ration and we ran out of food way earlier than we should have.
Like
and what
day
we had
two.
to resort to was unspeakable.
Going to the shop. So
It really broke the immersion when we had to go and buy supplies.
So we're just gonna jump in. Who of you would like to?
Well, I did it the last time. So
Yeah. So Dylan, I think it's on you. Let's see how much
You're
you have
just
retained.
You're just
Oh, no,
completely...
Yeah.
No rolling. It's just
Okay.
your turn.
All right, fine.
I see you had your dice in your hand.
Yeah, because, I thought we had like a thing that we did as a podcast, but I guess that's not...
I mean, I got my dice here if you want to roll.
No, I mean,
No, this has been forced upon me. This is just one of the many ways in which Ryan is going to traumatize us.
Just play the hand you're dealt.
yeah,
You'll
I
be
mean,
fine.
you can roll if you want. You'll get a minus 20 to your roll.
Okay, what if
I got
rolled
an
a
8.
12? Does that mean I've got 12 seconds to do the recap?
No.
Shit's fucked.
Okay, let's do a quick recap from what my character knows and then a recap of what I know, maybe. So, Rian and Shoryuken, who were members of the Sun Titans, if I
Sun
remember correctly,
Titans.
which was a very cool name, which I don't think Ryan had I think Ryan had made this name before realizing I was a Sun Cleric, which I think
Yeah.
was very nice. And we were great. We were like heroes of the land. We had just killed a big dragon, Carnifex, and we were kind of hot on the tails of this. I don't know if he actually was a necromancer, but some sort of evil wizard, Ramos, anyway.
Yeah.
I think that me and Jim just decided that he was a necromancer.
Just kind of decided he was an.
He sounded like a necromancer.
Evil wizard, necromancer.
Evil wizard, yeah,
They're the
it's-
same picture.
Yes, two sides of the same coin,
Yeah,
really.
Corporate couldn't find the difference.
No. But we had to go, before we could go fight Ramos, we had to go have a extra long rest as part of the magical sleep in the world that was called the resting. And when we woke up, we were utterly traumatized by seeing our two party members, Henrika and Bartholomew, being,
Mutilated.
mutilated is the right word, I think. As we were like strapped to this weird metal contraption, this like a metal table. We saw Henrika and Bartholomew die. There's an awful description involving memory foam mattresses, which I won't go into.
And the sound.
And then this weird, we were not sure if it was Ramos speaking as Iris, but this kind of weird tentacle eye thing came out of the walls and was like, hello, you need to go fix solar panels. So we've been trying to do that. We met up with the Paramount 5000s, put some balls in their holes, and it started telling us about these people called Mary and Victor and Isaac and James, some other name that I've probably should have written down.
James, wasn't it?
It was James, yes. I actually do have it written down. I just didn't have the right page on. And we had to go basically restore power to this ark Lorna Shore, which our characters have no idea. I think Jim and Dylan know that it's a spaceship. And as we've been powering up these arcs, that we've noticed that there are weird plant zombies that are attacking us, including a real big plant zombie called Gregory, who is now drifting away in the silence of space. As we have like escaped through the nursery and a few other rooms, areas, sections.
Yeah.
And have just
the sense they
ascended
were
into
each,
an
like-
elevator into the sun, which Rian was super happy about. But Dylan not so much, because he realizes that Ryan probably still has some real nasty tricks. So I'm scared. I think that kind of covers it. Also,
Yeah,
we
the
might
sunlight-
be D&D characters.
Yeah. The sunlight was turned off. Like the
Oh,
lights
yeah,
had
sorry.
gone out, so
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
rose up into blackness.
Oh
basically.
yeah, no, Rian hated that.
And also the thing that we were in a tube.
Yeah, it was an elevator.
And
The
it,
tube
yeah,
shape.
it cracked and like decompressed, and we were
Yeah,
We
we
could-
were fine.
fine. We didn't need to breathe.
Yeah. So that was weird. And so, as Dylan and Jim were like, we are fake.
I've been running theories all week.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I know. I love it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Theory crafting the
tell
show.
us what's
I'm
going on,
in.
Ryan.
So with that, we'll jump in. Welcome to episode 3, The Flight of Icarus.
Nice.
So you're in this tube that is lifting up through space. You know, there's whistling as like air is being pulled out of it, but you seem to be fine in it. You come up into this room, and as the doors slide open, you find yourself in this cavernous room with multiple layers. Vines and flowers are crawling up the walls, on the floor, on the ceiling, everywhere. The only light in this room is coming from these egg-shaped large coffin-like pods all over the place. A very small number of these have a glowing blue light coming from them. You are in the cryo chamber, and the vast majority of the pods have either been destroyed or aren't functional at all. Through a window to the side, you can actually see out into space, and from there you see hundreds of more structures similar to the one you're in, but these look to be largely destroyed. Down in the middle of this room, Dylan, you see a panel. And the Mary part of you that you begin to realizes that this is the panel where you can actually awaken the sleepers.
I think Reen kind of just is like trying to catch his breath, because we just had that like horrifying escape from this like swarm of like plant zombies. I am real hurt. We've like lost a lot of HP and stuff, but I think kind of as Reen is thinking this of like he's trying to be very kind of practical adventurer, like put a bit of danger, gonna do my cleric business and like heal up. I think probably like the Mary part, because you said like Mary's was the head of medical, right? That was the person that Reen and Ken thought we were trying to find. I think the Mary part of me kind of kicks in and probably just goes straight over and is like, these people are my duty and my care. I gotta go and make sure these people are right, especially if I'm seeing all these other ones outside and you said that they're damaged and things. I want to go see if like the ones in here are okay.
Also just to note, one of the walls over to the side is covered in these power cores. But most of them are dead. There's only like 3 that seem to be activated still that are glowing.
Right. I guess I go over to like this like kind of central command console or whatever it is.
Suddenly.
From the wall. It wasn't going to be that easy.
From the wall, another one of these white arms with an orb on it comes out. Now this is quite high up above you.
Okay.
It goes,
"Stop. Please wait. As you have seen, humanity cannot be trusted with themselves. The only option was to cut off their ability to reawaken and create more problems. Keeping humanity alive is the main directive. If you awaken the sleepers, they will lead to their own downfall. Look at what they have done to their home. Look at what they have done to my ship."
Ramos, you bastard, speak plainly.
"I do not know who this Ramos is, but as you have seen, the humans created their own problems. You should not awaken them."
This makes no sense. You specifically told us only
to awaken them.
Only a number of hours ago that we should go and awaken the sleepers. This is what you told us to do.
"The primary directive is to keep the humans alive. I did not have access to my other cores. Now that you have connected them, I see that the only way to keep them alive is to keep them asleep."
But what was this time, like this 24 hours that we had? What has that got to do with then?
"That was to get them to the escape pods to rendezvous with the other Ark."
Well, surely that's a much more... Look, whatever's happening on this ship, these inhabitants or whatever you called them previously, they're the danger. If we know that they're on this ship and there's another ship, then it makes sense that we just get them over there, no?
Processing. No. Do not awaken the sleepers. Please follow your new directive. Do not awaken the sleepers. They will lead to the downfall of humanity.
Well, they are humanity. Surely it's it's on them. At that point, our job would be done.
I
Surely.
mean,
No, they have shown time and time again to only cause destruction.
this
Not
is
necessarily.
straight from the playbook of all evil wizards everywhere, saying that, oh, humanity is too weak, too pitiful to make their own destiny. Straight from Ramos.
This is a Ramos play.
This is a Ramos
if ever
play.
I have seen one, this is a Ramos play. Okay, we're back on the Iris equals Ramos train.
100%. I think I know what a train is, but that's a different question.
Yes, the train it's when you train to believe something.
Of
so
course.
you say it to yourself as you do monk push-ups. I thought that was clear. Iris is Ramos. Iris, I start doing press-ups.
I stride purposely to the console thing.
I'm gonna handspring out of my press-ups and walk next to you as well, fully anticipating.
Okay,
Ramos
the red
to try and
orb.
stop
Let's
us.
go. No, I'm focused on here. Here we are.
The red orb turns kind of red and goes,
Do
It's a
not
important
disobey the directive.
and then just pulls the wall. You don't hear any more from her.
In fairness, what's she going to do? She's a
She's gonna fucking. What's she gonna do? Fucking look at us? Come on.
shiny metal ball. Oh, I'm shaking in my clogs.
I love that Shuriken's wearing clogs. Yeah, I got to this panel.
Cool.
Fuck Ramos.
Nice.
Yeah, fuck Iris, fuck
so,
Iris.
Dylan, as you get there, you start getting this massive headache.
Yeah.
As if there's just a mix of thoughts
Mhm,
coming
mhm.
into your head. And you see this panel open before you. And there's a list of things. There's tons of things on this, of levels that you need to set correctly to be able to awaken the sleepers. You see that there's only about 50 that are still active at all. But you
Okay.
need to set these levels correctly. You remember the acronym STOPS, being the scan, the temperature, the oxygen, the pressurization, and the stimulants.
Okay. I think I kind of like go over to this control panel, kind of, see all these lights, have my like headache moment. I think I just kind of glance over at Shori, and
Are you okay, Rio?
I think I just look at you and say like, we know what's happening, right? Like, well, we don't know, but we.
I think so. I think I have an inkling of what's happening.
I mean,
I think I knew ever since you replied to Mary back in the nursery.
and I'm still not sure how you managed to get into the room when I was being attacked by those drones.
Oh, yes, that was simple. I simply hotwired the override panel, the control panel, and opened the blast doors.
I think I just like nod at that and start going to work.
Okay, Dylan,
Yeah, hit me. What are you
So-
gonna do?
as you begin to go into this scan
Mhm.
section, it's like you feel Mary pushing on your head, but you also have, Rian with his understanding of medical. It's like your thoughts are arguing with each other.
Okay,
I need you to roll a d20 to do a medicine check.
medicine checks. Okay, I can do that. I'm good at medicine.
Yep. To see how
Um,
well you process this scan. To see who is winning the argument.
No joke. Not fucking 20.
No
Nice.
way.
For my
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
So what is that?
It's as
with
if
your-
they had a discourse and then shook hands on the best
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
It's like the two visions speaking to each other. Like,
Yeah.
but who's the real character?
Yeah.
That is a 27 in total.
Very good. Okay, that's very, very good. That sets you off for a
I
very
mean-
good start.
That's the best I can do.
Yeah. You know what? You
Take
didn't use
this
your.
second dice.
I rolled this D100. So now that you've done a scan, you've processed their vitals. The two sides of you seem to have an understanding of this.
Okay.
But now they've been in cryosleep. They've been frozen. You need to bring them back to the correct temperature, but at the right speed.
I think like what's going on in Rian / Mary's head is that like,
Reamery.
Marie's head is that like, obviously Mary has probably brought people back from cryosleep all the time, I'm assuming, or at least very aware.
Yeah, she would
I
have
don't know.
brought them back, quite a bit.
Okay.
but,
And then Rian is also thinking back to how he has like healed Shoryuken when they're fighting like an ice monster or like, someone got like frozen by like an ice dragon breath and how he did that. So I think that's what's going on in their head. That's a 19 on the die. That's
Nice.
26. Oh my god.
You found it.
good.
You found your balance.
Your people are doing very well. So with that, you're feeling just really good about yourself. You've really come to terms with all this.
Yeah.
Now's the time to start bringing the oxygen in.
Okay. I think back to like probably like a real dramatic moment in Rian's life where he had to like give CPR to like a child or something that he like found that was like swept away in a river or something like that. Oh shit. And I think that was the one child he couldn't save.
Definitely died.
That child definitely died, and I think it just completely throws it because I rolled a nat 1.
Ooh.
That becomes an 8 if that's any good. But oh god, that
It's
is
just the future of humanity. Don't worry about it.
just no pressure on this, right?
18 of the pods go on fire.
That's tough. Like the oxygen levels,
people
things
need
are
oxygen
flagging
to
up.
breathe.
Yeah.
Everyone understands that.
Yeah, but now is the time where you can kind of counteract that because now is when you change the pressurization in these pods, which could help with their lungs.
Rian is still absolutely thrown by that, and I think there's like a space on Rian's tabard where he had like stitched everyone's name that he could help, and there's like a space blank, and he's just thinking about that. It like maybe like catches the corner of his eye when he rolled a 5, so that's 12.
Rough.
I mean, it's above average.
It is. I mean,
above average.
yeah.
And now for the point where life is jolted into them. Where
Okay.
the stimulant is brought in.
And I think Rian's mind goes back to the time where Palor first granted him the ability to cast the Revivify spell. And he kind of thinks of that time where, he got like a sacred diamond that seemed to capture the essence of the sun, place it on Shory's chest. And, like smashed it and released the light into his body and revivified him. That's a 22 altogether.
Nice.
That.
You've done incredibly well on this with
Despite my 2.
with with your two sides really worked together on this, and 95% of the people
shit! I
Wow.
did real well.
Yeah.
are brought back with no issues at all.
I see that as
So-
an absolute win.
Yeah, it's only a couple of these that really struggled and unfortunately did not survive the awakening process.
I think like throughout this and like entire kind of, it's probably taken a few minutes for me to like, kind of get all these checks done and everything like that. I think Mary's just been like in such a state of hyper focus, but I think still like I think Rian was probably knows that not everyone can be saved and has lost people, but like Mary probably hasn't, and if 5% of people didn't make it every time she had woke people from cryosleep, this would be devastating. So I think like Rian is just like starting to weep, even though it's only 5%. Like he's just having a terrible time with this.
I appreciate that. Yeah, the wall where the power cores are seems to have drained a massive amount of power. Where this would have been fine, if it was the full wall, but all but one have now gone out completely. One of the cores does seem to be glowing with normal light, like all the other orbs you've seen before. At this point, people are beginning to crawl out of these chambers, like cold, but like coming to. It's going to take a while for people to, you're helping them like get gathered, come together. At this point, take a short rest.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, I'm back up to full HP. My spell
Full.
slots.
Full with
Sorry. Full to my new max HP.
yeah.
So I'm back to 57. Have my channel divinities left. My spell slots are been in better position. I've got 2 level 1s, no level 2s. Still 3 of my... Oh no, I don't, because I used a cast fireball. 2 level 3s and 1 level 4 still. So I'm pretty good spell slot wise for whatever.
Yeah, I'm fresh as a daisy. Like, I've got like all my key points back, and I'm at max health. So
I mean, yeah, you're grand.
bring it on, Ramos. I can finally hit you that jab hook I was talking about earlier.
At this point, one of the men seems to be like, a lot of people whispering and like pushing him forward, and he approaches you and he goes, "Well, what's going on? What has happened to the ship? Who are you, and what is all of this?"
Is he directing that at one of us in particular, or
Just to the two of you, yeah.
Okay.
So, don't know how to break it to you, but the ship, still getting used to that, is overrun with what would you call them? Plant zombies? Plant creatures? Some kind of vegetative
some
undead.
sort of yes, necromantic dryad or some sort, I believe.
What? Have the military personnel taken care of it? Like, what's...
Well, we were the only military personnel that we saw.
What? Where's everybody else? Like, all the rest of these pods look shattered. Like, we're not even part of the same section. Like, none of us are in the same section.
Look, calm down. What is your name?
My name's Kenneth. Like, who are you? What's your name? What is your rank?
Well, this is a
Somewhat complicated subject.
yes, a difficult question for us to answer.
Wait. The way you're dressed. Are you fucking reflections?
We do cast reflections.
Not quite sure what that means.
No, that protocol was shut down. No, we voted. That was shut down. You shouldn't be here.
Well, on that, I think
he's-
we agree.
Absolutely.
We
This
are.
place is certainly not where we're meant to be.
What is your name? And he points at you, Jim.
Well, my name is Shori. Shoryuken. I'm a
What?
monk.
At that point, you hear a wail, like this heart-wrenching wail come from a woman further back, and she runs forward and she goes, "No, you, sure you can? No, you cannot be. Where is he? Give him back! Give back my Victor!" And she just falls onto you, just pounding on your chest.
No, hold on. I don't know who you are. I'm sorry.
You don't.
I don't know.
No!
Victor.
Give him back! Give back my Victor! You are just of imagination! You cannot be real!
I am real. You're holding on to me. I don't know who you are. I don't know
No.
Victor. I'm sorry.
I am-
Perhaps he's in one of these pods. We
I
can
am
have a look around.
Arila! Your wife! And at this point, she's like, tries to like kiss you and be like, "Remember me!"
No, I move away. Like I have a wife. My wife's name is Henrika.
What? No.
Yes.
What?
Look, I understand you're upset. Quite recently, I've been.
I always knew. You do this to me. Give him back.
Look, I think whatever's happened in this cryo sleep is maybe.
You shut up. Kenneth jumps in and goes, "You don't jump into their affairs. You're not even human. You're just a bunch of stupid mechanical parts."
I'm sorry. What?
Just stay. Everything is ruined. What have you? Are you the one that thought that maybe blowing up the ship would be a good idea? Look at the state of this.
Do not come at us and accuse us of being in line with Ramos and his vile machinations. You just look. Be grateful that we have saved you. It is imperative that we get off this ship and onto the other one.
At this point, some other guy comes forward and puts a hand on Kenneth's shoulder. And he goes, "Stop. Like, they seem to be all we have. We don't know what's happened. They woke us up. Otherwise, we'd still be in there. We don't know anything."
That's exactly it. You see all these pods? The ones filled with dead people? That's where you were going. So, yeah, a little gratitude, please.
Kenneth looks like he's ready to fight you again, but like seems to respect this other guy. And he just pushes him back and goes, "Look, let me just handle it." So he turns to you and he's like, "My name's Gabriel. I work as one of the chemists. I see there's plants everywhere. Like, what's happened? Like, I know that there were issues with the food supply, with the vegetation, but what's happened?"
With the exception of one person, everyone we have encountered on this ship has been turned into some kind of vegetative beast. Some kind of undead
One person.
monstrosity.
Who was it? Are they okay?
No, unfortunately, they're not okay. They were slain. How would you say it? Slain by.
Well, we're afraid that Julia did not make it. It seems that Isaac had been doing some weird experiments with perhaps Gregory, trying to experiment with the power cores as a new alternate source of energy for the vegetation here. But that clearly has gone awry and has caused, well, for want of a better word, issues.
So it's really just us. Like, okay. So the things are still active. Like, there's still monsters everywhere.
As far as we can tell.
What's the plan? What are we doing?
The plan is to get off the ship, but there's another
a
arc
second
nearby.
arc. There's a second arc.
The
going to
Osiris is
pass.
coming?
Yes, and we have a limited time frame. My calculations say we have about 20 hours left to get everyone to escape pods and jettison onto the ark.
Oh, okay. Have you talked to Iris? Like, should we call for Iris?
Let's hold
Iris
off on Iris
seems
for
to
one
be,
moment. She's not big on the humans out of pods.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have maybe
Her entire directive is to keep us alive.
yes,
Yes,
and
and she seems to have taken that quite literally in that she's not allowing people to wake from the pods.
Oh my
she
god.
seems to think that cryosleep is humanity's best opportunity for survival. I fundamentally disagree, and will go to my grave with that if needs be. But
Well, that's the thing about robots. They understand the concept of life, but they don't understand the spirit of the thing.
Okay.
I give you a look.
Okay. Hey, everybody. And he turns to like the whole group of people and he's like, "Listen, we need to follow them. We need to get to the escape pods. The Osiris is actually passing by. God, if the Osiris is passing by, that's how long has it been? They were launching years after us. Oh God. But everyone, we need to follow them. They're taking us to the escape pods. We need to do this." So there's a lot of murmuring. Kenneth jumps up and he goes, "What? We're not following these machines anywhere." And you just heard like Iris turned.
Sit in your place now.
Everybody, no. Like, listen to me. This is a reflection protocol that was shut down at every turn
I
for
just
being
like
unstable.
stride up to Kenneth, like full like plate mail, like sun cleric stride.
And he's quite small, and he just looks up to you, because you're a huge cleric.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Look at how they turn on us immediately."
Kenneth,
At this, everybody starts murmuring and are really they look really torn on what to do and very scared.
perhaps don't speak unless your aim is to improve upon silence. It's very clear we're here to help you. It's very clear that everything we've done so far has been to help you. And if you believe us to be part of this reflection protocol, what was the intent and aim of that protocol?
It was literally to replace those that fell, so that we could keep the ship running. It was with this whole idea
Well,
that
then,
we
Kenneth-
wouldn't survive anyway. Like you machines knew that we wouldn't.
Well, then you may trust us to act as those we were replacing would, because that is what we were supposed to do.
Who are you even supposed to be? Pointing at you, Dylan.
I think this is Kenneth saying this to me, right?
Yeah.
I think I just like stare down Kenneth. Would Mary have known Kenneth?
Probably not. Like,
Okay.
no.
Would
Everyone would have known
to flip
of
that
Mary.
question, would Kenneth know Mary?
Everybody knew of Mary because she
Okay.
was of the whole ship. She was
like
the
bridge
head of
crew.
medical.
Sure.
Yeah, she was like.
So
bridge
even
crew.
though she wasn't awake, literally most of the time.
Sure, get you.
Right.
Look in my eyes and think. Who do you think has the capabilities of bringing you all back in such a sorry state of affairs that we find ourselves in?
At this point, after you say that, there's like a pushing through the crowd, and there's a woman that pushes through, and in front of her runs a child.
Off, right? Holy shit!
The child runs up to you and looks scared, but grabs onto your armor and goes, "Auntie Mary?" You recognize this as being the daughter of your good friend Sanvi, her daughter Prisha.
Whew. Okay. I think. Okay, so she's like tugging at my tabard or something.
Yeah.
I think I just scoop her up in like a very familiar way that I've kind of done many times, kind of like hold her on my hip kind of thing, and say, "Yes, don't worry, Prisha. It's me. Well, I know I look different, but I'm here. It's not safe here. We're gonna get you to safety, okay?"
Prisha just starts giggling and goes, "Auntie Mary, why do you look so funny?"
Well, you see, I guess Auntie Mary just had, ideas of what would be fun and what I would like to dress like at some point, and armor seemed like it'd be fun to wear, and I guess this is just who I am now.
Sanvi, her mother, comes up and grabs a hold of your hand and goes, and like tears streaming down her face. And she goes, "I trust you. I will follow you."
Thank you. I think I turn to the crowd and I use my thaumaturgy cantrip again, and Reen's voice booms out, and it's like, "Look, I understand that we were all frazzled, we were all scared, but in times of darkness we turn to the light, and so I say you follow us and we shall lead you to safety. I understand that this is scary for most of you, but it is what needs to be done."
With this, most of the crowd seems to want to follow you, and the others are too scared to go off on their own. So, you do know the direction to the airlock. There's another Powerman 5000 sitting there.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a core in it,
Okay.
and there's the one core. At this point, though, behind you, two zombies immediately begin to crawl out of the other cryo chambers, out of two of the other pods. It seems that they had been infected in there while they were asleep.
Because the plants got up. Fuck. Surely.
Yes.
And they begin to attack.
I mean,
Yeah, no, straight flying sidekick.
these are just kind of the basic zombies that we've been seeing, right? Yeah, I just run up as just no nonsense as I'm running towards them, shield up, cast down a sacred flame, and run in to just intercept it with my morning star.
Yeah, you roll for your attack there.
Do you want to roll a dexterity save for the
Yep.
sacred flame?
Is that so will I attack? Does that get one or two?
I'm assuming if there's two of them, we take one each.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we just, as I'm running, be like, Shory on my right.
Yeah. I'm already in the air. 17 for me.
Nice, that hits.
At 12 for me.
So that actually hits as well.
Oh, sorry. And the damage from the sacred flame as well was a 9.
Nice, they both failed.
Yeah, I got
Or that one failed, yeah.
7 damage on the first kick.
Nice.
And 9 points of damage as I smack them with my mace. And
Nice. They're actually quite weak, so these guys actually go down in that one hit. The crowd is absolutely freaked out by this, now seeing, the zombies, the monsters.
Yeah.
Absolutely feel like following you at this point now. Really push toward it. It seems like it's definitely time to get going.
I just, again, boom out with my thaumaturgy cantrip. I'm just start rounding people up and sheepdogging them towards the wherever we're supposed to go. I think I pull Shori aside and said Shori, I think we deputize a bit to Gabriel. Maybe people seem to.
Absolutely, he seems to understand what's going on, and he seems to know the run of the place. So
yeah,
for sure.
I take the front, you take the back. As well, I kind of act as a guard to make sure none of these foul creatures appear. And
absolutely. Okay, sure, he's going to make his way to the back of the column.
And I think I just kind of, as we're gathering everything together, kind of just go to Gabriel and be like, look, we need you as a second command. Will you just be in the center, keep people calm, keep people moving?
Yeah. I can try and do that.
Please look after Sanvi and Prisha.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and look after everybody, but yeah, I'll do that. So need to get a power core into the thing.
Take the.
I can take the one from the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're grabbing it.
Yeah.
You notice as you do that, people back away, make a wide berth as you are walking through that.
As I walk towards them with the power core in my hand.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's quite safe. And I start
contact juggling,
They seem
and basketball.
Freaked out by that.
Why? Why are you all looking at me like that? What could I possibly be doing wrong?
Kenneth is like, what is wrong with you all? Get that away from us! It's super deadly for any humans.
Okay, no, I'm holding it in my hands.
Jesus,
what was the lady's name again?
What was your directive again? To try and kill us all a second way?
No.
Maybe we would have been better asleep.
Okay, hold on. I apologize. I walked backwards with it a few steps. And it's buzzing, right?
Yeah, it's like a humming noise, yeah.
Okay, well then, look, if everybody would please clear a path so that I can take this where it needs to be.
Yeah, they're more than happy to. And look, real freaked out that you are just tossing this thing around.
Okay, handling this with a little more reverence, would it? Okay, yeah, sure. I do have gloves on. I make my way to the power man.
Yeah, as you're walking, you kind of remember about how Julia's flesh seemed.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
This
Her
from the
flesh
bit
was
of time
melted.
that she was holding it. Yeah.
But I was like, she had it for years. So it's not good. Calm the fuck down. You're not going to die immediately from being in the proximity of the thing. These twats. God,
So
if
you're
they
putting it in?
don't understand basic fucking radiation physics,
So you put it in there?
I look at them and I basketball slam dunk it in.
Just before, can I get everyone to be like, okay, on the count of three, everyone, balls in holes.
Oh yeah, it's actually quite an important part of the process.
Balls and holes.
Sick! I jump in the air and full Michael Jordan it in. Space Jam style.
Welcome to Power Man 5000.
And a little screen pops up, and you see your normal two things with the chat log and the general.
Chat log.
So this pops up, and you see a conversation between two people, and it is James and Victor. And it goes,
Victor, we need to tell her. I know. She deserves to know. I am just scared to tell her. Listen, it will only get worse the longer you leave it. It is too close to cryo. I will tell her when we wake up. It is bad for heart to go under while very upset. Mary says this all the time. Okay, that's fair. As far as we'll be aware, that's only waiting 2 days, Do you want to tell her together? No. Arena has been my best friend my entire life. She will hear from me. I just don't want her to think it is her fault, that she wasn't enough. I have wished many times to change this, but I cannot wish it anymore. Look, I'm really proud of you. I know this is hard, but we'll get through this together.
Jim.
Yep.
Jim's awakening.
You need to take on a Russian accent.
Seamless.
Like half the time, like
This
when you-
was Jim's awakening, no?
and at this, you turn to look at Arena, who has been standing behind you.
Irina. I remember now.
It is true, isn't it? You love him and not me. I have always known it.
Irina. Yes, it is true. I do love him. But that does not mean I do not love you. It is just not the same love that I once held for you. I have grown in this, but it does not lessen what I have felt for you. It simply changes the spectrum.
She holds onto your hand and goes, No, you are in there a bit. But Victor, know that this is like you have died twice to me. All at once. This is... We were to start life together.
Do something.
Now I go into the unknown alone. Without him. Without you. This... I wish I had never woken up. And with that, she just turns and goes back into the crowd.
Irina! Wait!
She doesn't turn.
Victor. It's strange. It sounds alien and yet familiar at the same time on my lips.
It's certainly something.
Victor. Irina. It's so strange that these names are familiar, yet I have never spoken them.
Well, look. Do we time on the Osiris to figure this out? Right now, we have a
To process this.
yeah, we have a duty of care.
James is
Is
Victor's-
Henrika.
Is Henrika. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, thanks. I've got my little...
Yep. So there is also the general log.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's always gone so well for us to push these buttons, so...
You find a conversation between someone and Iris. And he goes,
And Iris.
yeah. It's a chat, like it's a recording.
She's
Okay,
been in
okay,
a few of them
okay.
already, yeah.
Yeah, she has. Goes,
I can't believe this. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Why would Isaac have done this, Iris?
Iris, the Malik, was attempting to create a plant that fed off the power cores. It seems he overrode protocol in order to push his hypothesis.
Ah, great. And I get to pick up the pieces when he just goes to sleep. Oh my god, the sleepers. Iris, the sleepers. The last batch that went to sleep. How many were infected?
Unable to calculate, Dr. Mary Morris, before returning to cryosleep, found that many were developing a cough, similar to the early stages we see in the infected today. The infection appears to gestate slowly in the lungs. According to her records, 21% of crew Beta, Omicron, Sigma had developed a cough.
Dear god. Well, at least someone left detailed records. Isaac barely left anything except scribbled notes. He did have hundreds of pages in a folder about some fantasy world he created, though.
you see that open airlock is actually grayed out. But there is speak to Iris.
I am hesitant to reawaken.
Iris,
Iris.
reveal yourself.
I cannot allow you to continue. They must not be allowed to reach the Ark Osiris. The airlock will not open for you.
And now you see that the option for Iris has actually grayed out as well. She has abandoned you.
Seems about right for a vile wizard, witch, necromancer, bitch.
Absolutely. Ramos, Icarus is a fragile system, is acting on logic, as many AI will do. However, not to worry. This is simple fix for me. Is no problem. I have overwritten this system.
Yeah, I
Many
mean,
times.
you got into that room when I was fighting those drones. Can you get?
It's simple fix. Do not worry.
Jim, actually, you realize, maybe not quite as simple.
Maybe not quite as simple.
Your confidence seems to have faded.
But
One moment, I'm remembering subroutines one at a time.
but you do realize that you are actually really close to the escape pods. And by being
Because-
close to the escape pods, you realize that there are ventilation shafts.
Of course, where
Remember,
we used to
I
play
know-
D&D. Yeah.
Exactly. Is Mel, you must remember, is not too far from where we play our little game, you know?
Oh, yes, of course.
You know that if you go to the other side, so what you all would do on a regular basis is Victor typically would go through, or, Victor and one other person, James typically, would crawl through with him. And on the other side,
I would let him go first, if you know what I mean.
they could manually open the airlock to.
And that's not the only thing they manually opened.
Jesus Christ.
Some manual handling required is not big problem, if you know what I mean.
Everybody else
Crank
never
those
really knew how
shafts.
long nobody knew really how long the ventilation shaft was,
In the darkness,
Oh, no.
it
Took an
does
hour to
not
get
matter. Length was never an issue.
Here we go. So, yeah, as you get to the ventilation shafts, you see that there are 3 paths, though. And the 3 paths in front of you, one says, has a symbol leading to what looks like a boiler. Like hot water. There's red pipes going to it. The other looks like it would be, like from, so it's where the cryo is fed, basically. So from these big tanks, like,
Big liquid nitrogen tank things.
yeah, exactly. So it's like liquid nitrogen tanks. There's a little snowflake symbol.
Yes.
Or whatever. And the third says the
Watch
steam.
out. It gets triggered very easily.
And the third says the steam vents.
Okay. Well, it's sad to say it, but it's been staring us in the face the whole time, really, hasn't it? Where the hot rivers and the cold rivers meet. Ventine. Of course.
Yes.
Of course he's...
Isaac? Isaac was the... Yeah,
Isaac was the DM. He
Isaac always...
He liked to weave
very
parts of our life into it, didn't he?
on the nose about some things, yes. On the nose and yet underneath our noses at the same time, I guess.
Yes, he was devil for this. It is clear to me now that we must...
I also hated how he traumatized us so much. I just want to put that out there.
Yes, it was not the most pleasant experience.
No.
Not for me.
No.
Certainly traumatize us and our characters at the same time.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's exactly what he did.
I have prophesied
What a-
myself to be the downfall of humanity.
I can't wait till the end of this game now
When we get to punch Ryan in the
no,
face.
we wake up and realize there's a third layer to it.
Oh my
and
god.
that even Victor and Mary were just
Con and
characters.
Sid, wake up.
This is actually just one of Sid's streams.
You realize now we are talking as D&D players who are talking as D&D players who are talking as their characters. That's what
You
he's
are
done
aware
to
that
us.
they're D&D players and are talking... Yeah, it's...
Yeah,
I'm
so
not
all we're
smiling
waiting
so
for now
much.
is Ivan's head to hurt. Or, sorry, Victor's head to hurt.
Yeah.
And then...
and all of our listeners' heads to hurt.
Yeah.
Anyway, we go to the steam vents. That's where we're going, right?
right,
Yeah.
the steam vents
Unfortunately,
are venting.
with all this going on,
Yeah,
the,
okay.
the steam vents have ruptured. I need you all to make athletic checks.
Athletic checks, okay.
Just to make it through the boiling steam that is.
Fine.
You know, as fucked up as this situation is, I am glad that it is
I'm gonna-
Shori's acrobatic ability carrying me through this and not my own.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. I guess I'm seeing all these like vents
You
ruptured,
are,
so
yeah.
I'm kind of like have a chance to To do that,
Was that a saving throw or a
athletics check, I think you said.
Okay.
And that is a 18 for Dylan.
15 for.
Oh, surprisingly, Jim, you are the one that gets hit by the steam.
It burns!
You take 8
Well, you
points of
see,
damage.
having all this armor on is good for something.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
walk
shut
through.
up.
Yeah, tin can. just gets a little hot in my shoulder, but it's fine.
You are walking tin can. It's unfair. I am all but naked. I am more acrobatic in this situation. You are just mollusk.
Can
But,
I?
Jim, you take 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Oh, so this is what it feels like. Oh. I am not used to damage IRL.
As you get to the other side, you crawl out of these vents, and you're in kind of a large room, and you see that there are, multiple doors. There does happen to be a wooden table pushed off to the corner.
Nice.
There it is.
On this table is dice and pieces of paper.
I walk over to the table and I just nonchalantly pick up my old D20 and I roll it.
I go to
Not 20! Fucking no joke! Not 20 on the virtual real dice.
Hey Ryan, if I go over to Rian's character sheet and just put 20s into all the stats will I suddenly get stronger? God damn it!
I can't believe I only rolled a nat 20 on the dice in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. You also see kind of in the middle of all these doors, like it kind of leads off into hallways. Each door leads off into a hallway, and you would know that's where all the escape pods are and things like that. But there is a big pillar in the middle, and it has 2 power cores in it. You see 2 other power cores like on other sides of the room that just seem to be running like navigation panels or something like that. And it says really big in the middle, "Do not overload." That part overload, right?
You know what I plan to do.
There are 2 cranks that you can, open, that you can twist. That will unlock the airlock so that you
Okay.
can go through the airlock.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to paint the picture for me. Is this room that we're in now? We've crawled out of the vents into it. Are we like on the other side of the airlock?
Yes,
like
you're just on the other side.
People,
There's just an airlock in between you.
okay, so people will be coming into this room.
Yes.
Okay.
Jim.
Maybe let's just hide this D&D stuff over here.
That might not be the worst idea we've had all day.
Jim,
Yes.
your body seizes. You cannot move, same as at the beginning when you couldn't move at all.
Mary? Slight problem. I can't seem to move my body.
You're the engineer.
restrained by something I cannot see.
From that middle section, a panel opens like a terrifying, very large eye, and it says,
I told you that I could not allow you to proceed. You must stop. You belong to me. You are my protocol.
"Jim, you must use your movements to get closer to Dylan, and you must use your actions to attack him. Roll initiative."
Shit.
Okay.
Okay. Thank God I've got high AC. That's 13 initiative for me. Please roll lower.
That's 12 initiative for me.
It's actually
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, no joke. Just sorry, but she set me up for such a fucking one-liner there. I'm not gonna miss out on it. So she's after saying, "I told you I couldn't." I'm gonna look her as much as I can with my. I'm assuming my eyes can move.
Yeah.
And I told you that I was going to punch you square in your fucking face. And I swear before this is done, that is exactly what I will do to you.
I love it.
Okay. So I'm up first.
You are.
Holy shit.
Run, Mary.
How big is this room?
It's about like 100 feet across.
Okay, so it's pretty big. How close is Shoryuken to this control panel?
You're both like right in the middle right now. He's like 5 feet from you.
And we're both beside the eye?
You are.
Fuck. I just smack her in the eye right away.
Okay. I mean, roll to attack.
Does a 14 do me anything?
No.
Oh.
It just bounces off, and she goes,
Ha, 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 ha. Please do not damage the optical equipment.
Okay.
She doesn't like when we damage the optical equipment.
Jim, it's your turn.
I'll use
Oh.
my. I'll take in the opportunity attack, but I go 30 feet back. I use all my movements. Just-
Which way?
I don't want Shoryuken to get any closer to the airlock where all the people are, so I go the opposite way, like just away from that airlock.
So toward one of the sides?
Sure, yeah.
So like toward one of the power cores.
If that's the only option I have,
Power
yeah,
cores on each side.
then yeah. I don't think I even think that much. I just think the only thing that like Mary's kicking in is just like, don't bring any danger to the people you're supposed to protect, and I just run the opposite way.
Right, so am I free to speak?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's
like-
just my actions that are being kind of programmed
It's like
towards
the worst
violence.
case scenario. You have control of your mind. You do not have control of your body.
Right, yeah.
Typical horror movie shit, like.
Yeah, for sure. Doom, 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 doom.
Expect anything less.
No.
Yeah. Okay, now that the war is true, no, I'm joking. See, I get movies very easily.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's Metallica. It's one. It's
Oh
it's
yes,
the
Oh,
story
of
of
course,
a guy
yes,
trapped
yes,
in his
yes,
body. After,
yes, well done. Yeah, darkness
Jesus.
imprisoning
Oh.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, good, good.
Du-du-du-du-dun.
Actually, we had a lot of chances to reference that song. We didn't.
Yeah, we
But
like.
go on.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely what we should have been doing the whole time. Anyway,
Anyway.
look, got there in the end.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to speak as I'm going. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to monk my way over to commit violence on Mary.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to speak as Victor Rukin.
Victor Rukin! Yeah.
Short tour.
No,
Victor Rukin is going to be Victor Rukin.
Victor
yeah.
is much better.
Okay, Mary, I apologize for what I am about to attempt to do to you, but listen, you must bring the fight towards the power cores. I did promise that I was going to override the center column.
Yes,
It's what we
balls and holes.
must
It's
do.
balls and holes.
Has always been balls
Always balls and holes.
in holes. And then I'm going to roll all 4 attacks on there. Here we go. Attack number 1.
Right. I've always wondered how this would pan out. You always give out to me for being a big walking tin can. Let's see if those sharp knuckles can get through it.
I will take the gloves off this once, Mary.
No, don't do that.
You were the one who said I must not have pity. I do apologize. So that's 17. Does that hit you?
Nope.
Big. And again. 17 again.
I headbutt your hand.
Very monk-like. I appreciate it. 19 to hit.
Nope.
Shit, you are walking tank. Okay, and one more for good measure. I'm flurrying. I'm busting all the monk shit out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, 19 again.
I think I just turn around. I'm like,
Mary,
yes,
you are
you do whatever
making
you're
me
doing there
feel-
behind me. I'm just going to get these balls into the holes.
Don't you have a +7 to hit?
Yeah. I rolled 2 19s. It's shy
AC.
of like rolling very, very high on the dice. I'm not going to hit you.
AC-20, bitches.
Yeah. You know, I always wondered why nobody ever landed a hit on you in those many battles we've had, and now I understand. It's like punching a steel wall. Oh my god, it hurts so much.
Well, you know, you've always told stories of how you trained in the monastery punching down trees. Well, fortunately, I'm a bit tougher than a tree. Can I then absolutely just, you know, I guess abandon my faith in Pelor and put my faith in steel and no, fuck it. Put my faith in metal. Come on, let's say true to the
Yeah.
podcast.
Right there.
Yeah, put my faith in metal and just turn my back. Take the other opportunity attack. Grab a ball and try put it in a hole.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you've only moved.
I'm still not at the.
It's 50 feet to get to it.
Okay, I've moved like 30. Okay, because I tried to attack. Okay, so I'll be able to get to one anyway,
You'll be able
right?
to get to one,
Okay,
yeah.
you take your opportunity attack against me, Turchin.
You have made a crucial mistake, my friend. I don't mean to enjoy this so much, but it's like, like we've gone from D&D to LARP at this point. Oh, there it is, my friend. I'm very sorry.
Oh, no.
Everybody gather around and witness the natural 20 I have just rolled on my friend
shit.
Mary.
As that happens, I say, but you see, Lore's light shines once more, directly right in your eye, you fuck. I use my last warding flare ability, and you have to roll it with disadvantage.
Does that stop your movement, though?
No, it's just a reaction.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just
I
a
have to roll with disadvantage. You're
Yeah.
taking my nat 20 from
Yeah, I don't want to get
Just
punched.
roll it again.
It's okay. I'll just roll another nat 20. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Not even looking. That's a 4. Fuck you.
Yes. God, I hope it. That's my last one though. So
That was attack 1, wasn't that? Are you
No,
doing
that was an
that's
attack of
opportunity
opportunity.
attack.
Oh, yeah.
No,
So-
no, but next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am coming for you, my friend. Do not worry.
Is it going to take me an action to take a power core out?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay. Can I make an insight check on Iris's control of Shoryuken
Yep.
to see how willing she is to put him in danger?
I mean,
I feel like she's very willing to put
oh
me in
yeah,
danger.
she doesn't care about him.
Like she's trying to have me kill you at the moment.
Okay.
So
So she does. Okay.
Her directive
Yeah.
is to keep the humans alive by not letting them get
Leave.
to the other.
Yeah. Fine. Okay.
at this point, knowing what we know, I think she's
Oh,
already
no.
written the humans here off. She's trying to keep the other humans alive
Yeah,
by keeping
yeah.
these ones in cryo.
No, faith in metal, and just run. I go and grab the power core.
Okay.
So I still have is it going to take me an action to take?
It does take an action.
Okay,
Grab it.
then I've got 10 feet of movement. I'm just going to use that 10 feet of movement to get as close to the center,
Which is walking back towards me.
walking back towards you. Yeah.
Yep. Jim, you are forced to go toward him again.
Mary, my friend, I do apologize for this, but let's roll it up. Now that I know that's how my entire life has been defined, by the rolling of dice, that's fine.
Yes, best not to think about it too much.
I shit you not.
Oh my god!
Like, taking a photo of this and putting it on the Instagram as proofy woofies. Also, everybody can admire my dice and my office sticker. I'm going to put that on the Instagram now before this episode comes out. And I'm going to say the nat 20. You'll understand later on. Or something much more witty when I've had the time to type it. Yeah, okay. I'm going to roll up my damage on this. And I am very sorry, but I'm flurrying. And I'm doing everything in my power to
Oh
stop
yeah, you're
this,
trying to
right?
stop him.
It's going to
to
be
stop.
a stunning strike.
Yeah.
So yeah, hold on, let me roll up my damage and then I'm going to have you do a con. It's a
con-
con save.
It
though,
is
so-
con save. Yeah, I'll roll that up while you're doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's an 18 on a dice. That's 20 for my con save. So
yeah.
I think I'm good.
Okay, nice. Well, that is 10 points of damage. Are you? Well, I'm just doubling all damage.
Double all damage.
Yeah, so that's 10 points of damage. And then in comes
Pretty
attack
rough.
number 2.
Oh yeah, you fucking monks.
That misses.
Good,
So,
thank you. More of that,
attack
please.
Number 3 is a 19 on the dice.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, saws. Right, so that one is 8 damage, and then as well, you are going to have to make a. Oh, now I know you've got real good strength, so I'm actually going to try and knock you prone instead.
you
Much
you
as-
dick. Oh my
Much
god.
as I love that.
No, I guess.
Shori knows.
Shori
Shori
knows,
that
yeah.
a dex strike is going to do more damage to you. So it's going to be the first punch was the jab, and then he's going to swing back into like the reverse leg sweep to try and
Of
take you
course.
off the
Yeah.
off the
Yeah,
ground.
yeah, yeah.
So if you wouldn't mind
The deck
banging
saving
out
throw.
that deck save for me before I go in.
I'm on my ass. I rolled a 10 on the die.
Yeah, nice. Okay, he's now going to kneel over you and go for like a double head punch with the last 2 attacks.
Oh my god. You get advantage on these because
yeah.
I'm prone.
Yeah, well, that was a 17 and a 9. So yeah, first one hits.
Yeah.
It's going to do 6 damage on the first punch. That's a 13 on the dice plus 6, 19 to hit.
Oh, that misses.
No, yeah.
Misses. Yeah, the second one, somehow a little bit of Shori, a little bit of Victor goes, "Nyet!" and I like pull the punch to the left and deck the ground instead. Yeah, that's my turn. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I do not mean to do this.
Ooh, I mean, I know that.
Please use any ability you can to stop me. I do not want to do this. Do what you must. Simply overload the system.
I'm not going to stoop to Iris's level. Just
Right now, my friend, it is I who's stooping over you.
Clamber up in all my plate mail, grasp my holy symbol and say, I don't know how this is working, but for the love of Paylor, stay still. Make a wisdom save as I cast Hold Person on you. I know
Wisdom
wisdom save
save.
is going to be good,
yeah,
but like Hold Person is going to be good if it works.
Yeah.
I rolled incredibly poorly.
Okay.
I got a 6 with the modifier.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're held in place.
Nice.
First, I cannot move as I want. Now, I cannot move as I do not want. I hate this. I hate this. Ryan, I hate this.
And I move all 5 feet of the movement I have left because I had to spend 15 of it to get up.
Yeah.
Or all 15 feet away. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, cool. What is it to break free of this?
It's at the end of each of your turns. You can make another wisdom saving throw.
Then at the end of my turn, I'll make my attempt, but I'm not going to get any attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run, Mary!
And I've moved 15 feet away, so I'm not going to get an opportunity attack even if you pass this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I just run the.
Well,
he's
I
gotta
gotta
check.
make my check.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, give me time to role play as Mary.
Jesus, Mary. And
I just want to get these
Joseph.
balls.
Joseph
I
and
just
the
want
little
to
baby
get these
donkey.
balls in holes.
Now, Mary, now is your chance. I am going to try and get out of this, but do it now.
I'm trying.
Well, sorry. Again, it was another wisdom check. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
And what was the
15
speed?
DC.
I hit 14.
Nice.
Unreal. I rush to the center. Put ball.
It takes an action.
Balls
Yeah.
and yeah, fine. And then any kind of movement I have left, probably like 5 or 10 feet.
Yeah.
I go like then beyond that. So I kind of like run, look back, as Mary kind of wink as I pretend to do a half slam dunk ball into it,
Sick as fuck.
and then keep running
Jim.
past it.
Now,
Duh.
at the beginning of each of your turns, you can roll an intelligence saving throw. And if you succeed, then you can do nothing on your turn.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's a good opportunity to do nothing.
This is like double chance to
I
do
fail
nothing.
the wisdom, I do nothing. I pass the intelligence, I do nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it. All right. At the beginning of my check, wisdom, intelligentsia. Intelligentsia. Oh no. Here we go. 18.
18 is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6.
Nice.
It's actually the DC. So,
I do nothing, and that includes not trying my other check, right?
yeah.
I'm
Nice.
stillness of mind instilled in me by my master.
Yeah, you
Mary,
can
I
skip your check. Yeah.
can hold myself here for a little longer, please.
He's doing that weird meditation thing again that I never understood. It's like prayer, but doesn't mean anything. I just keep running towards the
Nice.
the wall to get.
You're almost there.
Okay,
Is
I
your
run-
movement's 30?
30, yeah.
Yes,
Probably get
you're
to
like
it.
10 feet away.
I
Okay.
am. I'm gonna just be doing my mantra the whole time. Ooga chaka, ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
Jesus Christ. No.
I guess you're caught in the feeling.
I cannot fight this feeling.
Okay, then Jim again.
Yeah.
Again? Yep. Okay, intelligence.
Oh, I guess, Dylan, you could have, like...
Not
dashed
20
it,
on
I
the
guess.
intelligence.
Makes no difference. But you could have used the dash
Okay,
to get actually to it, so then
but I
you
still need
dash
to use
in.
my action, so we'll just say I'm there then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Not 20 on the intelligence check.
Unreal.
Whoa, nice.
Deep inside of me.
That's very good.
I take the power core and run 30 feet back.
Nice. Perfect.
Sick. I look at
Jim?
Iris. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. 16 on the intelligence check.
Fail.
When you hold me.
Wisdom saving throw. Stop punching me.
Fucking 14. That's a fail.
That
Yeah, it's a
fails.
fail.
In
DC
your
15.
arms so tight, don't let
I get,
me
like-
go. You know, I did this as a joke, but the lyrics make so much sense in this situation.
I think I walk by kind of like very confident now in that like he seems to be very much held in place. Walk by, your arms are like outstretched like mid.
Oh, you wouldn't go past him.
Oh, can I like, for flavor, can I like go slightly past, give him a fist bump as he's frozen in place?
Yeah, but I had my
So-
fist raised to punch you.
Yeah, like, I like bump and then put
Yeah.
the ball.
That's great. As you put it in,
Oh fuck. Okay, yeah, sorry. I forgot this is a horror podcast.
Yeah.
it overloads. There's sparks everywhere. Sparks flying out of everything.
Error.
Jim, there's no longer you don't feel controlled anymore by anything. There is still a hold person on you, which may be
Yeah, I can. Well, if
I feel myself again.
okay, and
Or
I
I feel myself again.
yeah, I just let you free from it.
the arms and eyes that had come out before from the walls come out of every wall, every floor,
Like a
every
Hitchcock Geiger
ceiling.
thing.
Everything rips out. Jim, furious at you, one of these has a large hook on it, and it makes a slash at you.
Slash, another reference. Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, nice. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
No, don't take him down to Paradise City.
You take 11 points of damage. All right. So as this hits you, it's like part of your arm gets ripped off, and it doesn't bleed or anything like that. But it's like particles of you just are disintegrated.
Oh shit.
Ow! Ow! Okay.
5 of that is necrotic damage. It will then make a slash at you, Dylan,
Okay, yeah.
with
Bring it.
these big whips that come out, like big, I don't know, like pipes or whatever.
Electrical wiring.
Yeah. And no, it's only an 18. So
I kind of just stand there, kind of just take it on my armor.
the main eye in the center then goes. And I need everyone to make an intelligence saving throw.
Don't like this. Not good for me.
15 for me.
The 15 on the dice for me, which becomes a 14.
Comes a 14.
Yeah.
Dylan, you feel all of these parts of your body like it's like they've melted a bit, like they're hanging low, and you miss your next turn.
Holy shit.
Well, hot damn. Okay.
Do my arms hang low? Do they wobble to and fro?
Dylan, it is your turn, but you're missing it.
I'm stunned. Okay, yeah.
Jim.
Straight to the eye in the middle. I
Yeah.
think. I am a man of our word, and we are here to make good on the promise I delivered earlier. Jumping straight in with like a thrusting sidekick to try and shatter the eye. Like, 5th nat 20.
Whoa! Holy shit!
And this is the dice this is my con dice, like the one that usually
ones that
rolls
don't roll
shit.
well.
Let's take another photo for the proofogram. Okay. Yeah, nat 20 on the eye in the center console.
Yeah.
That's Hold on, let me roll it up. 12 with the crit damage.
Yeah, so as you hit it, it's like, there's a slight crack that forms on this eye.
Nice.
And the red middle of it seems to dart around.
Ho-ho! You're panicked, are you? Very good. You'll enjoy this next move then. What is it I always said? Victor? If it bleeds, we can kill it! And yeah, I'm going to throw like fucking 1-2 combo of like left right hooks in. That is like a not 20.
Nice. Astral 20.
Yeah, another like a 25 or something.
Nice, both of those hit.
Boop. Boop. That's 8 on the first damage.
Nice.
And then 8 on the second damage as well.
Nice.
I've got a good consistent spread on my rolls today.
Yeah, that's great.
And then I'm going to pop.
I mean, you punched the fuck out of me, so
Yeah, punched the fuck out of a lot of stuff in this game. I like it.
Yeah.
This one, I am going to hit it a Shoryuken.
Nice.
Nice.
Fable trademark move. I'm seeing it in real life.
Yeah, 15 on the dice, 21 to hit.
21 to hit, yeah.
Ha! You know I named you after this move because it is the all-time best. Shoryuken! 4 damage. Oh shit! I started at the bottom. You're meant to go left, quarter circle forward to get the fire fist.
It is, when you do that though, some of the glass shatters. It seems that the eye is opened up at that point, and it begins to go frenzy. Some of the arms are just like thrashing about.
You feel it, don't you, in your cold robot soul? You know this engineer will take you apart.
At this point, though, the eye, in reaction to this, just shoots out this beam. I need you both to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, int.
Again. Bullshit. How does a 15 do? That's one better than I did last time.
I got a 13.
Woo! Okay. So you both take 10 points of psychic damage
Okay.
Oh, God.
and 1 level of exhaustion.
My gears.
Also, as this happens, it's like those parts of your body that again just disintegrated off. It's like this weird cloud, and they float up into the ceiling, and where they hit, these arms begin to come back down. As if it seems to have healed it in some way. Like the parts of your body are now working to repair.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, fine.
Cool.
Was that like its reaction, or is
was its
now
reaction.
turn? Okay, so it's its turn now.
It's going to try to slash at you with the same thing that ripped out part of
Yeah. Okay.
of Shoryuken.
Great.
Ooh, that hits.
Okay. I mean, I'm 23 HP. I can potentially survive this.
Brace yourself, Mary.
It's actually only 6 points of damage.
Okay. Fine.
Again, though, 5 of that is just disintegrated damage.
And is that my HP total?
It's necrotic damage.
By that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm 52 max. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm probably never going to get back up to 52 anyway, so oh gee.
And then it is going to try and slash, or like thrash at Jim. Ooh, that actually hits as well.
Does it?
Convenient, isn't
Yeah.
it?
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
7 points of damage.
I always suspected Isaac had just made up numbers behind that screen of his.
I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Cool. I'm actually not the worst at this. Weirdly better than wisdom. Oh!
What?
I'm gonna swap
Come
dice
on.
because you can look at it. It's the same dice I've always used. A further nat 20. I wish I could roll half as well
That's
as the
incredible.
fucking player in this
So-
game.
You are actually fine with that, surprisingly.
I'm more than fine with it. I'm nat 20 with it.
But Dylan, you've
Yep.
got control of your body again. So
Fucking okay.
Mary, we need to end this quickly.
I look at Shoryuken and I say, okay, Shori, it's time for you to fucking put an end to this. I'm going to buy some time and I'm going to burn my last my only 4th level spell slot, I'm going to cast Wall of Fire, which I can use to create a ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter. I'm going to ring us off from all of these tentacles and things that are coming from the walls, and just have it that to buy sure you can time to just punch the fuck out of Iris's eye.
Fucking
So anything that's there or anything that tries to get through will need to take 5d8 fire damage.
5d8.
Yes,
Woo!
it's a 4th level spell.
Holy. Literally, actually.
Yeah, because it's not even a save. It just takes that damage if when it enters it for the first time.
Nice.
So that's all. That's my action. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
Cool. Here we go.
I mean, that's pretty good. So
I mean, I figured that's probably going to save, stop us from being attacked. Maybe, I don't know, but I think it's my best option. I'm not going to do much damage to it. That's not going to be a fireball in our faces too. So
yeah.
Okay.
bring
Here
us
we go.
home, Victor.
I will bring us home. I approach the eye again and I cock my fist and I go, you may be able to turn us to dust. And I hammer a 17.
Nice. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Fucking
Actually, roll all your attacks right now for me, and then roll all your damage.
12.
Nice. With the fact that you have cast this fire that is just actively burning them up, and with you doing this, both of you, tell me how you are going to put an end to this robotic creature that murdered your friends, murdered your wife, has strung you along, controlled your actions, left people to die. Tell me how you put an end to her.
Okay, so I think I've raised this wall of fire, and I think I'm just walking through any kind of ones that have any of these, pieces of metal, pieces of wire that have managed to come through. I think I'm just using my plate covered body to get in the way to block you and basically just being your shield, have my shield up, just protecting you, giving you the time to just go hell
for sure.
leather.
And I know exactly what I'm going to do to it. So I hit it, a jab, a jab, a jab, and then I lean in for the hook and I go, I did promise you I was going to smash your fucking glass eye in, didn't I? And I'm going to hit it this tremendous hook punch. And as I do that, I'm going to blow some key points and send it backwards through the wall of fire.
Oh, nice!
Yeah, so have it roll up a nice little fucking strength check for me there, Ryan.
Oh, it's gonna fail. I mean, you're killing it.
Yeah, so I hit it. I hit Ramos, a jab, and a hook. And on the hook, I'm going to go, fuck you! Blast it with this hook punch.
After you do that, you hear the ceiling go.
We just wanted to protect humanity.
Yeah, and I just wanted a wife who didn't turn into fucking memory foam. We can't always get what we want, can we?
All right, so you guys are ready to open the door.
Yeah, we open the door, fucking get people onto these
You
escape pods.
see gore when you open the door.
Fuck.
Zombies had come, but you see atop a pile Gabriel and a few of the others with fire emergency axes that they had found. Some people have died, but they seem to have done it well.
Holy shit.
They protected themselves. But Gabriel comes up to you and he goes, well, we've got to go through the airlock. We've read up about what happened on the Power Man 5000. We know we got to walk through.
My friend, you must
I
hold your head up and walk
spritz
through.
him.
He says, I mean, it's a nanobite repair spray. So I appreciate the thought, but
It's all I've got.
a few people you see are coughing and they're just sitting to the side knowing that they can't go through.
I probably know it's futile at this point. Can I use any remaining spells I have to cast Lesser Restoration? See if that does anything.
It doesn't, unfortunately.
It
help.
only works on mechanical things. Look, this might not be comforting to you, and I know this is the voice of someone made up, but in the religion that I guess has been programmed into me, there is always a dawn to look forward to, and the deep black of night is dark and scary, but if you hold faith, the sun will rise again and you will have a tomorrow.
Gabriel shakes your hand at that, and he says, I so desperately wish that you could come with us. We would need someone like you at the new home.
I'm sorry, what? We can't.
Oh. As soon as you leave the ship, you'll disconnect.
Well, we will tend to the sick here as best I can, fulfill my duty as I had in my life, and we'll do the best we can, as we all must.
A lot of people are weeping at this. Prisha is clinging onto your leg. People begin to go through the airlock. It's a gruesome scene as about 10 of these people, it scans, it goes, scanning, and right above their hips, this red light comes out, scans up, but it goes, zzz. It seems their lungs get cut off they can't breathe.
Turn Prisha away.
But slowly they do get through. And they head towards the escape pods.
And who made it through? Did Prisha and Sanvi and
They did. They were kept away from everything.
And what about
Gabriel gets ready to walk through. You've walked through and you look him in the eyes.
Gabriel, one second. Victor, your knowledge of engineering, my knowledge of medicine, is there any way we can adapt whatever these scans that are doing so that we can detect it and we can say, let them know, give them a choice before they find out this way? Is that something?
Can I roll a engineering check?
Yeah.
I'm
You
going to
can
assume
do
it's a
a-
plus 10 because I'm an engineer.
You do wisdom.
Wisdom. 14.
Yeah, that is enough. You can actually activate the scan and stop the close off.
Can't.
But Gabriel says to you, look, you can scan me if you want. You can tell me ahead of time, but if it's gonna happen,
No, but we want.
I
want to be
I
able
would
to give
rather
you the
this
choice.
than to turn.
Okay.
If that is your choice, then
I mean,
You are-
Gabriel is covered in goopy blood and things like that.
You are very brave man, Gabriel.
It scans him. It seems this monster of a man kept away from being hurt by any of them. And he is fine,
nice.
ready to lead this new group into the new world.
How very angelic of him.
I didn't want to say it.
They all get onto the escape pods.
And Irina.
She has made it through. She doesn't want to make eye contact with you, but you can tell she misses you.
It seems I am to die a third time in one day. I'm gonna turn away from it and walk back to the others who are coughing and stuff, rather than.
Yeah. With your new batch there that are going to turn, trying to decide what they want to do. The rest get onto the escape pods, ready to go. And you see them as these drift off, ready to go meet with the Ark Osiris. From the back window, you see Prisha wave goodbye at you, tears streaming down her face. And, from the lower section of this window, below the door, suddenly dawns on you. Prisha is below waist height.
Ryan.
She then begins to cough. The end.
You're such a dick.
Fuck me. Happy Halloween, folks.
Jesus.
And don't forget to unsubscribe from Hardwire 10.
Don't forget to doom all of humanity.
Oh my god. And I was going to kick Prisha.
So, there you go, guys.
Nice. That was good. That was.
Oh, that was well
that was
told, but
awful.
I hate it.
Yeah, you hated every moment of it, but it was good.
Well,
Well,
thanks for...
fuck me, right? Oh my god, that was an unbelievable game of Dungeons and Dragons. And a terrible experience as a human
Yeah, that was class. That was really cool.
Thanks very much for playing, guys.
being. Thanks for DMing.
Thanks for DMing. I mean, I have to fucking step up my game now.
I guess I'll let you out of the cabin, and we can get back to...
The light! Pelor's light is blinding me!
Suddenly. Oh,
And we can
how
get
I've
back into
grown to
level
hate
one.
that
Suddenly,
word.
a mug punches me in the face 4 times.
Yeah.
So to all you
Sweet
listeners at
God.
home, thanks for tuning in. Happy Halloween. Hope you're having a spooky October.
Yeah.
And
Don't
send-
eat too much candy.
Yeah, and send us
Candy? Since
pictures.
when do you say candy?
Since an American is the DM, it's only right.
Yeah, I like.
Fine.
I didn't even realize.
I'm not going to say it, though.
Try and
Enjoy
get
your
some
sugar
sugared
said it
confectionery, children.
Jesus. But yeah, send us pictures of your Halloween costumes.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like, cool. Thanks very much, guys, and
We're sorry.
We will see you next year when the ashes go out. We'll also see you next week.
Fucking relight that thing immediately.
Thanks. Bye.
Get the heart fire back on!
Bye!